using it. I was like, maybe it's a secret stool. Very personal stool. Hello, everyone.
My granddad gave birth to that stool.
Did it?
Yeah.
Very successful. Glad it turned out well. That's good. Hello, everyone. How are you?
Good.
Good. So I just want to preface this just a little bit, just to give people. Oh no. I'll just do this. Why not? Maybe I don't even need this stool. Maybe it's a crutch. Maybe. Just move it back. Yeah, just a little bit lower.
Hey, this thing. Ignore that.
There we go.
Yes.
Thank
Also
you.
tilt this. We can help you move away.
Let's
There's all
go.
kinds of things loose on here. People.
Yeah, this is
we can this all night.
quite a contraption. There we go. All right.
Comfy.
Yeah, good. Thank you. Thank you for that. But yeah, I just want to preface this before I start to talk about. I have one poem for you guys, just to give us sort of like a context for this. So these past few months have been sort of kind of like a reflective time for me, and I'm starting to realize how I'm sort of processing things. And in that sense, first I was kind of scared of it, but what I realized is that I kind of process my life through moments instead of like a straight line, and it becomes some sort of like a mosaic in some sort of sense. It kind of feels like everything's going forward and backwards at the same time. And it's something that I don't quite understand, but I realize that I don't really remember events, but just, like I said, moments. And those are the ones that, some of those moments are devastating, and some of those moments are very joyful. But those are always the ones that kind of get immediate reaction from me. And right now, this poem is a sort of series of those moments, of images that sort of pop up whenever I'm just writing. So this poem has no title, but hopefully it's articulate, you know. So, love, a flutter, fly away, come back and land to where it can grow, take in the moonlight, where the rays of the sun. You know, the stage, sort of a finicky thing, you know, life is passing. The emotions are visceral, and in front, there's nowhere to go, all right? Nothing to hide. Gotta say something now, or change it right after. That's what revision is for. I do have a fear, though, that maybe it won't work out. You have to do it, though. Why? Because it's too important not to. It's the right thing to do. It's also possible. Anything is possible. Good and bad endings. A chance. But is there enough time? No, there's never enough time. But until you're done for, you make the best of it. That's what matters. The sort of anxiousness that sort of grips the chest, right? That kind of like, it's as if it's the edge of the cliff. You know, the short drop to the world beneath the feet seems incomparable to the one that's created high above the clouds, i.e. whatever nightmares concocted between your two ears. It's annoying. Really, it is. It reminds me of the man in the mirror on a certain day. This man, he was viewing a tree. The tree swayed back and forth, coordinating a dance that was most pleasing to the tired man-boy. Sitting by the fountain, he wished he could dance. He really did. He really wished he could move. His limbs, by all accounts, were terrible. All right, his appendages, though neighbors, did not know of each other's presence, and as a result, they often bumped into each other. All of this to say that this individual fell down. A lot. Down bushes, chairs, strollers, dogs, cats, recycling, and an old favorite, stairs. He fell down a lot of stairs. He took it all in stride, of course, when he wasn't tripping. This man felt as though history was living inside of him, repeating every battle, heartbreak, and occasional joy, and this was just not common, though this did quite occur just on his walk to work. For all intents and purposes, he worked in a very low-stress job as a bookstore owner in the quiet city of Liverpool. There was enough noise happening on the inside. He didn't feel that the city outside needed to reflect that same noise. In other words, it was a quiet and nice town. Balance. That's all he ever wanted. Of course, his choice of income has largely to do with the history that I mentioned earlier. Someone he cared about frequented the bookstores. For someone who was avoidant about that sort of thing, i.e. him to a T, he welcomed the memory and activated every sense, all 5 of them, though his vision wasn't the best. Coffee or tea, the smell of cheap shampoo, the paper cut he always managed to get, not on purpose, of course. Hearing the door swing in the front of the bookstore, caused by a stranger that he hoped was a friend, and the sight, though imperfect, of a familiar face. With her voice and seeing her through the window and nothing else. You see, to him, the world around was just the setting of the moment that came and went, but repeated but grew stronger with every beginning and ending. The moment of knowing that he wanted to stay and understand the love, the voice that he wanted to hear. The bookstore was always there, but not the sound. It's not ideal, but 1 out of 2 ain't so bad. All right, and that's it. Thank you.
You gave birth to the school? Your
My
grandfather?
grandfather.
I love your grandfather. He supported me.
Thank you.
Most support I got in a while.
I think they're technically my uncle.
Now it's your uncle?
Yeah,
Takes its own time.
my grandfather gave birth.
One more time for Adrian.